Okay. Good evening, all of you. I think,
Good evening,
can you hear?
sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. After a very, very, very long time. Now, this is the second class, I think. Am I correct?
Yes, sir, we met. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the second class because I don't know what happened to the timetable. So they were just giving me the Tamil medium classes, and this is the second class now here. So, and I also have been asked to finish it up very quickly because by December or something like that, but we have to finish up everything, I think. No, that is the end of the semester, December or January, I don't know. Is it? Can you say me?
Yes,
I
sir.
think it's
December, sir.
Yeah,
It's
December.
It's
Yeah.
December, no? Yeah, that's the thing. So I have changed my idea because without extracting anything from your lesson, straight away we are going to the text. It is there in your LMS, it seems. So I have highlighted something in a PDF format. I have scanned everything, and then I have highlighted something, and we'll discuss the methods and move on to the next one. So that is the best way to cover up because due to the short period of time. Okay. So in the last class, can anybody say that what happened in the last class? I'll just go for a screen sharing and we'll see that what happened. This is the first class they had. Can you remember? Do you have this this module? Did I send you this? Once it's over, I told you that once we complete this one, I would send you, but I don't know what happened. Right, it's okay. I think we are somewhere here. We have gone through hidden curriculum, and then the role of curriculum that was seen. I think it should be somewhere here. Elements of curriculum is also. So what is a curriculum? So far, I think it's this is the place where I stopped. You can see the screen, no? You can see my screen, okay?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So far we have seen some definitions and some characters of a curriculum. So there are some definitions, various definitions given by various scholars and reports regarding the term curriculum. It's not necessary to write down, but when you're asked to write what is a curriculum, you can mix up everything. And because say that there is a question at the end of this asking you to write about the curriculum. Say that if you are asked to write curriculum, what is curriculum? Explain it in your own words, using about 200 words or something like that. So you can mix up everything because almost everything is the same. So for that idea and knowledge, I have given some definitions and reports. So first one is the concise Oxford Dictionary. That is a summary I have given here. A course of studies found in a university or school. That is the simplest one. So likewise, this is reflecting the ancient ideas. Likewise, Relvin and Schuler and Encyclopedia of Modern Education, that is there. Then you can see that I'll send you once soon after this class. I'll send it to your director, and then he will send it to you in your group, WhatsApp group. So all the learning process and experiences that take place under the guidance of the school constitute a curriculum. That we have seen everything. Then the Taylor, the 1974 curriculum development, he has said something. The curriculum includes the methods of teaching subject matter and expectations associated with them, and that the implemented curriculum is formed through their interaction. Kansas report in 1958 USA, there is a report like that. Basically, a curriculum is what happens to children as a result of what the teachers do. So that is another one. Then Stenhouse in 1975, an attempt to present the essential principles and characteristics of a set of educational proposals in such a manner that they can be effectively put into an action and are open to critical examination. Then the other one, Secondary Education Commission Report of India. So this is a commission report. The summary is that not only the academic subjects taught traditionally in school, but everything that is taught, so that we have already seen that they are within and outside the classroom or the school premises, or we can say that. So the totality of experiences that the pupil acquires through various activities he engages in the classroom, library, laboratory, workroom, playground, and as well as through the vast informal relationships that takes place between the teachers and the pupils can be regarded as. So this is a very good report. You can see that. You can search for, if you ask to write an assignment or something, then you can, I have given the names and you can say, search them in the website. You can give the names and you can get the reports if you want. Next one, Nigelian events in 1967, they have given there. And in law in 1967 again, in 1968, changing the curriculum, all learning activities which each pupil engages, either individually or in groups, inside or outside the school, and planned, guided by the school, make the curriculum, inside or outside the school. Keep it in mind, okay? Then the Warwick in 1975, it's Warwick, curriculum construction and design. The education process planned by the school in accordance with the pupils' psychological needs, available resources, and current cultural trends in curriculum. That is also there. Then Sailor and Alexander. So I have given so many examples, definitions. 1974, planning curriculum of the school, that is given there. Then Conrad in 1978, and Farrant in 1991, and Doll in 1996. So there are 14 definitions. Just to give you the idea of a definition of a curriculum. So you just go through these things. I'll send you. You can read these things, go through these things, and then you should be able to write it. Right? What is a curriculum in your own, giving definitions. Right? But when you're asked to write a definition, you know that when you're asked to write what is curriculum in your words, you can take these definitions and reports, but you don't have to mention the names, right, of the scholars or the report authors, right? So because that is your, it's like that you're writing in your own words, using your own words. So you don't have to mention those things. Then in Warwick's definition, there is, I have highlighted something in Warwick's definition. Several trends. Then available resources should be considered when planning. So he has given some ideas, because when we plan that, we have, I think we have gone through that also. When we plan something, when you plan, so I'm stopping the video because my internet connection seems to be very poor now due to the rainy climate here. So that then and there I will on the video. I'll on the video. So in Warwick's definition, he has taken into consideration of 3 factors. One is the pupil's psychological needs. So when you develop a curriculum, it says that the psychological needs should be addressed, right? Needs of the students, those who are going to learn the matter. So it should be addressed. Then the current cultural trends. Then he goes on to the society. Culture means that comes from the society. So the society. So what the society expects from the system, the school, or the teachers, or the curriculum, whatever the word we say. So trend that should be there. Then the available resources, and then another thing, because it differs, it varies from region to region, country to country. But in a developing country, or what do you call it, like Sri Lanka, we cannot do that. Region to region, or from one place to another place, we cannot change. So we have an uniformal curriculum, but in some developed countries, like even in developing countries, in a big country like India, they have some different curriculum in each state. You know that, because those states are far bigger than a country, even Sri Lanka. So they have different curriculums for each state. In Sailor and Alexander's definition, shooting of each school should be considered when planning. He goes on to another position in a city or in a region or in a place, you have so many different schools. So all the schools will not have the same resources, will not have the same cultural trends. I mean, it could be some, but in some somewhere else in a region, you say that the urban side and the country side where you have different cultural trends. So those things also should be considered in children election definition. So Ducos and Dabin in 1980 says that the terms related to curriculum have not been defined in clear and definite manner. So that is the truth there actually, right? Because this later definition in 1980 say that it is not defined. It's not concretely cut clear that these things these are the words that are used to be define what is curriculum. It's not so. Right. So curriculum is presented in variety of ways by different scholars according to the need of the time, culture, region, the economy. Nowadays, even you say that in Sri Lanka, we say that in our country or in elsewhere in the world now, because the economical crisis is there. So the economical background, and everything should be considered when planning and developing a curriculum. So curriculum doesn't have a concrete meaning or moral or definition. That's what I told you now, right? It doesn't have a concrete meaning because you know that it differs from region to region, country to country, culture to another culture, and even a language to another language also it differs. So every definition of curriculum contains a specific new idea in it. So far we have seen so many definitions, but they have a specific idea in it because those time, because the scholars who were reading about those the system, so they had some ideas in the territorial, in a place where they lived, and in a culture, in an era, in a time, in the economy of that time. So they have written according to their knowledge, context, and the experience what they had. So, but each and every curriculum have a different new idea in it, you know that. So there is a diagrammatic definition for curriculum. So all are interlinked, right? Principals, plans or plans, then the teacher, then the pupils, in bilateral linkage and interlinked, each and every one, right? All the concept, because this is a diagrammatic definition. The teaching learning experience, right? All these four concepts or the contents are linked to each other on both ways, right? Not a unilateral way, it's on both, right? Bilateral, right? From principal to teacher, then teacher to the principals or the plan. Teacher to pupils, pupils to teacher, again in both sides, right? Okay. So now I have given you a question here. Just I am giving you the questions, but you have to look for the answers because I've been asked to prepare an assignment for you, but we have to cover up something before preparing the assignment. That's what I write a brief account on definitions of curriculum you have learned so far, 100 words. So that's what I was talking about. Not necessary to quote the names of scholars and publications. Right? This it's a question. It's a part of a in a full question. It will be the initial part when you write about when you're asked to write an assignment, something like that. It can be like this, right? So you have everything. I'll send those things. This one to the director, and you can get it from them, from him. Okay. So this is the one, but we have been seeing the basic introduction. Right. Now we'll go on to the next one. I'll stop here, and we'll go to the nature. Wait, maybe somewhere here I was. The nature and the scope of so this is the textbook. Now, can you see this one? Can you see the screen here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can see. So this is the textbook because I don't want to extract anything from this. because due to the short time. So it consumes a lot of time to prepare like the earlier what we had. So I am straight away going to the textbook. Huh? It is there. It's in your LMS. Stored by the director, right? The nature and the scope of the curriculum. So where we have, we'll just go through this. We have already seen what is the curriculum and we have the good idea about it. You know that already you have learned everything since because you are graduates and master degree holders. You know that. So the features of a curriculum. So the activities, again, once again, it is, I have underlined there. So it was discussed about that all the activities in the school affecting the pupils are regarded as the curriculum. That is, you know that. So there it was also pointed out that the term curriculum is used in a very broad sense. You know, that also we have learned that. A further point revealed there is that the old activities that take place in the school are regarded as part of the curriculum, you know that, and that all these activities can be divided into three broad parts of the school curriculum. So they have divided this school curriculum into three broad parts, into three major parts. Know that. So first one is the formal classroom teaching. That you know that teaching of subjects in the school. The second one is the co-curricular activities, including societies, associations, sports meets, meant for the pupils in the school, right? The students, let's put that. That is the co-curricular activities. Right? And the other one, third one, is a hidden curriculum, but we have that already learned about what is a hidden curriculum, which can be viewed as the school's behavioral pattern, which includes the school's rules, regulations, traditions having an impact on the pupils. That you know that. You have the idea, I think. What is a hidden curriculum? We have already spoken about. Right? It is a result of something that is implemented or something attended or addressed by the school and the students. But it is a culture that is cultivated, just it's running behind the screens. Right? It cannot be viewed as, cannot be exposed or defined as a classroom teaching formal curriculum or the co-curricular activities, but it is a production, right? It is the harvest of these formal classroom and co-curricular activities. You know that I have already spoken to you. It is called the hidden curriculum. So the broad nature of the curriculum is one of its most distinct basic features. So it is a broad nature of the curriculum. You cannot define it into a single compact or a context. This one. So accordingly, also another distinct feature of the curriculum is that it is constantly changing and renewing. That you know that because from time to time, right? The curriculum and it changes constantly, right? Even in each and every country you have that. Even in the universities or the school system or everywhere it is there, right? The curriculum is changed according to the need of the time, right? The expectations of the society and the economical, political changes and the global changes that take place around us. So it should be renewed. Otherwise, it's pointless learning the old same curriculum. It's not going to give you anything. A curriculum is developed for this purpose, fulfilling individual and social needs by taking such needs into consideration. Since the individual and the social needs change from time to time, the curriculum too has to be revised. That we spoke now. The curriculum needs to be reviewed constantly to find how far it is updated and appropriate. Just do it once and keep on for for 1 or 2 decades, right? It should be changed. For this, an evaluation is necessary. Thus, a curriculum can be seen as something constantly being subject to evaluation, change, renewal, and adjustment, taking into consideration of the individual and social needs. That's what we are talking about now, right? So the same thing, the concept is same, but it comes in different aspects and in different notions to you, right? But the summary and everything is the same. Kennedy and Mitchell in 1980, in an article contributed to the book Planning the Curriculum for the Classroom, have pointed out that a curriculum contains the interrelationship among pupils, teachers, and subject matter taught. within a school environment and in relation to educational expectations. Again, the same thing, I think. You can clearly understand that the same thing, the classroom, the subjects, the teachers, the students, and the relationship. Outside the classroom, the society, the students, and then from that, what they create or what they culture, the hidden curriculum there. So everything is the same almost. Saylor and Alexander, in their book Planning Curriculum for Schools, that is in 1974, they have mentioned that the curriculum can be regarded as a plan drawn up to provide learning opportunities. And that is a system consisting of aims and objectives and strategies and evaluations. So again, that's what appears in that the curriculum contains the interaction among pupils, teachers, and subject matter taught in relation to the school. And that this interaction is seen in the form of aims, objectives, content, and the evaluation of strategies. Moreover, it is essential that these components be presented in a well-planned manner, right? Not that I'm reading, because when I read, if you listen to me very carefully, even if you don't have the notes, or even if you have the notes, you'll just understand what is being told here. So a curriculum is drawn up for a selected everything, you know, everything that just, but we have to cover up the syllabus. So just we have to brush up to experience and knowledge. That's all. It's drawn up for a selected specific population. It should be a curriculum appropriate to the nature, interests, and needs of that particular population. Further, it was mentioned about that when planning the curriculum, consideration should be given to the available resources and the current culture, that we have already seen that there in the earlier module, right? Consideration should be given to the available resources, current cultural trends, and another one is there, the psychological needs or the backgrounds of the students. Thus, the preparation of a curriculum to suit a particular population, taking their needs into consideration. That is one. Using the available resources and according to the current cultural material trends is seen as one of its distinct features. A curriculum is comprised of several aspects, from the time of Plato to crucial issues regarding the provision of education have been. What is taught and what should be taught? These issues are valid even today. Thus, an important aspect of a curriculum are the subjects and the subject matter included in it. So in this junction now, I want to discuss another point using these questions. What is taught and what should be taught? You know, have you heard about a reflection of a teacher? Definitely you have the idea, I think. So what do you think of, say that you are teaching a subject, any subject, could be language or science or history or culture, related to culture or anything, or related to a fine arts or something like that, anything, or even a primary subject or anything. So you have a teacher, definitely he or she should have a reflection of his or her teachings. So what can you say about the word reflection? Come on, answer me. In your teaching, in your lesson, or in delivering your lesson, anything, tell me. I just want to see the participants. Safni, Tarangalianage, Tarani, Manohari, only three are there. So anybody can tell me what do you think of a reflection? We'll discuss that, but I just want to get your ideas on that. Come on. Yeah, switch on your mic and speak out. Safni, can you? Taranga Lianage. Taranga. Tarani. Can you answer my question now?
How successful is our delivery to the class? Like how like through a keeping journal or the success criteria, have they achieved or not, then where we have made wrong, where we have get success. That
Yeah, it
way.
is. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Because it is there theoretically and conceptually, it is there, but normally in practice, the teachers, even I have seen in my experience, so I have seen that the most of the teachers, they don't go behind them. They don't do any reflection. When you, even in our system, in our Sri Lankan system of the teacher training system, the profession, we just ask the students to see a reflection on their teaching. So simply you can ask 4 questions. Out of the 4, 2 questions are here. Right? There are another 2 more questions. Or even sometimes some people say that there are 5 questions. So answering the all 4 or 5 questions soon after completing your teaching, even it's not necessary to write it then and there. Even you can go home and even you can just get an idea before you go to bed, when you go to bed. So when you just relax after school, you just go through what you did in the classroom. So you can ask, there are some questions, and answering those questions, you yourself can come to a conclusion about your teaching, your harvest. So what you have done. So the first one, for the first question that you are going to ask is, what was planned? So that is the first question, right? Because before delivering the lesson, before going into the classroom, actually you don't know that what is going to happen there, what will happen there, whether all the students will respond you in favor or will respond you in a positive manner. You can't say that. Even 1 or 2 students can respond in the negative manner, right? That could be due to their own side, their problems, or due to the problem of the teacher, or due to the physical environment or the resources, physical resources, or to supply to the class. So anything answer. So the first question is, what was planned? Right? I mean, what did I plan to teach? Then the next one, what did I teach? Planning is different in some occasions when you teach. I have seen teachers, they plan something, but they teach something, right? Then they just go beyond the margin. Sometimes they take up the unwanted stuff, and sometimes they leave out the important matters. So what was planned? Then what did I teach? Then what should have I taught? That is the question. What should be taught? Then what have I learned from this? That is the most important question, the last one. What have I learned from this? Right? So when you ask these questions, so we normally ask our students to write them down in a paragraph format, not answering like question and answers. Just take all these questions into consideration and then just write the answers in a paragraph wise, using about 50 or 60, 100 words or something like that. So that is essential, that is needed when you go on doing your action research there. You just take a small topic, small matter, and just try to solve up the problem. So that will be a source of data collection for your action research there. So if you do it normally, if the students, I mean the teachers, keep on sticking on to these questions, so you can find out something that what you have gathered from the students' learning system style. So this is very important. So that's an important aspect of a curriculum, are the subjects and the subject matter included in it. So that it's a reflection that I was talking about. It has to be decided to give what types of experience to the pupils. So the subject matter we used. Experiences which are important to people should be provided through the curriculum. So what has to be considered next is the question of how and through what type of activities should those experiences subject matter be organized and presented. So that is another one. Then the third one, another question that is, what is the outcome anticipated from presenting subject experience through activities? That is another question there. Through activities. Now, what do you expect from presenting this, your subject matter or something like that, using some activities? Here are the need and the importance of having definite target objective right. That's a curriculum can be considered as a statement containing all those aspects. Right. So another question there. Then now so far we have learned. Name 5 distinct characteristics of a curriculum. Right. Now just can you rule out me the 5 distinct characteristics of a curriculum that we have already seen there. Have the notes with you. Again, you can get it from your site, I think, learning site. Right? You can answer those questions once I send you the notes. Now, the basic elements of a curriculum. Tyler in 1949 has pointed out that there are 4 basic questions to be addressed in drawing up a curriculum. In drawing up a curriculum, now he has some basic questions. First one, what are the expectations envisaged to be achieved by the school? That is one. Next, what are the educational experiences that can be provided in order to achieve those expectations? Number 3, how can those educational experiences be organized effectively? And number 4, how can we conclude how far the envisaged expectations have been achieved? So he has given it like this. These ideas presented by the above 4 questions, when simplified further, can be expected as like this. The first one, what are the expectations? So you expect something from that. At the end of developing a curriculum, implementing a curriculum, evaluating a curriculum. So you expect something to happen. So that is the objectives, you know that. That is the objective or the aims. Then, so the educational experiences that can be provided is second questions. So that is the content of the curriculum. Then how can those educational experiences be organized effectively? Right? From the now let me tell me a student, a child learns from known to the unknown or unknown to the known. Come on, tell me.
Can you please repeat
Anybody?
the question? The line was not clear. It was speaking at that time.
Right. Okay. I'll tell you once again. When you teach a subject, or when you teach something in the classroom, the construction of your lesson, how you build up the class, is based on, I'll give you 2 options, 2 answers. From known to unknown matter, or from unknown matter to the known matter. Which one? First answer or the second answer? Come on.
First answer, sir, known to the unknown.
Known to the unknown. Okay. You should don't say that in a doubt. You should have a
Yeah,
very
I
good.
know that.
Yeah. Then any other answers? Now we'll see the second answer over there. Unknown to the known. Come on. Any other? That is the second option. Anybody saying that the second one is correct? Another two people are
I
there.
prefer I get the first one.
You say that first one. Right. Yes. The first one is the correct answer because definitely the student should know the basic, the foundation or the first step of that competency or a sub-competency, something like that you said, or a competency level or something like that. It should be a known one to the student. But at the end, there is something that is unknown to the students. But once when you complete the class, that unknown matter will become the known matter to the student. So that known matter is going to be the next foundation or the next step to the next class or to the next lesson or the next day's lesson of you. So it is built up in a chain of actions like that. So the initial one should be a known matter. So then from that, the unknown matter would be constructed, and at the end of the class, the unknown matter would be the known matter to the student. Again, it goes to the next day or the next class. So that should be very clear to us. Even I have seen that also. Most of the teachers, they write something, they teach something, and then when they deliver the lesson, they just feel that the students they don't know anything about what they are going to teach. So they don't have any basic idea, basic knowledge, or basic experience, or prior experience. So it's not the way. It should not be handled so. You should think that you should plan your lesson that the student has a particular student has a basic knowledge, a prior experience, that what he had learned in the last class or the earlier class. So that is very important for a teacher. That is the psychology behind it. Then how can we conclude how far the expectations have been achieved? So that is the evaluation at the end of the teaching. So for curriculum linear relationship, which between each of these aspects can also noted. Right. Now, can you just write down in a nutshell, in a format, taking consideration into a lesson? Okay. Any subject you teach, you like. Right. Simply, you can ideas present by the above 4 questions, right? Using this Taylor's question, just take one thing and how you write down the aims or objectives, then the content, how you would deliver, or how you would provide an experience, or how you would the methodology of your teaching, then the organization, how we have organized from top to bottom, then the evaluation, how what are the questions or what type of thinking. Now I'm not going to tell you the subject because it's up to you. You teach different subjects and different grades, so you can take the easiest one, what you can write using these 4. I don't want you to write actually even if you want, you can write the objectives, but the idea behind that. So what are the things that you are going to say that you are going to teach a lesson, vocabulary, or you're going to teach a lesson, the environment, or you're going to teach a lesson in the science, something what you call the photosynthesis. Then what are the objectives and aims in the content, right? Like that. Just write 1 or 2 objectives. That is enough. Then the content, and how you would, what are the contents that you are going to teach. Then how you will organize the lesson. Then how you are going to evaluate what you have taught. Can you write them? Just give you 5 to 8 minutes or something like that. Right? Any subjects, whatever you are interested in. Okay. I just give you 5 to 8 minutes time. Huh? Okay. You should just write it in a piece of paper, and then you can read it out. Okay. Shall we start? Can you say Taranga Miss or Tarani Manohari Miss? Can you tell me? The other one left.
Yeah, sir, I have a small problem. So in the content, I couldn't get what do I want to write there.
So this is now say that you are going to teach a lesson, right? So you have some objectives or aims there to that
Yes.
lesson. Then the content of that lesson. Content means what? Number question 2 there. What are the educational experiences that can be provided in order to achieve those? That is the step by step how now you are going to take that lesson. You introduce the basic method, then thereafter from that you come to the next one, next level, next level. So the other one is the organization. Organization means that's that how you are going to deliver the lesson, how you are going to organize. So then finally you evaluate something. So when you go say that taking take an example that what is your subject?
So I just take for grade 2 primary shapes, basic
Shapes.
forming
Oh,
shape. So
shapes.
I just
Okay.
wrote some things in here.
Okay.
I wrote that under the aims and the objects, I wrote something I think related to the content also. Is that okay if I read it, sir?
It's okay. It's okay. Just read it up. We'll see.
Yeah. For aims and the objects, I just wrote, sir, identify and describe about 4 basic shapes and help children to identify and organize visual informations about the shapes, compare shapes and their properties, identify the differences of 3D shapes and the 2D shapes.
Right. Okay. So you
So
have
those
written 4 objectives. Okay, that's good. Correct. But one thing that you have for a grade 2 student, you have already mixed up 2 things. The first one, the 2-dimensional, what we talk about is the normally shapes means it is a 2-dimension.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Right? You say
Yeah.
that you just write it, it's a square. You have given is a 3-dimension. So it's not good. It's not good to mix up both. You can
Okay.
take this 3-dimension shape to the next lesson or
Next
to the
level.
next lesson. Yeah.
Sure.
So because it's grade 2, so that's correct. Okay, but when we write something that to get to know about different 4 shapes, then to come to the idea to come to get to know about to learn about that is the objective how we write, you know, that to learn out. That's correct. So the content, okay, so from that you can, I think you can simply develop the content of the lesson, right?
Yes.
You will show the shapes, you will show the differences, you will just you have written like that, no, you discuss or describe or something like that, the shape. So those are the things to be. So each and every objectives will be achieved throughout the lesson, step-by-step process when you plan and deliver this. So that is the one what is expected your organization, because you say that step 1, then from that step you have to go to the step 2, right? Then from the simple to complex.
Yes, sir.
Then step 3. So you can't all of a sudden go to step 3 from step 1.
Sure.
Then again you can't come back to step 2. That means you have no idea about the lesson organization content. So that is called the organization.
Yes,
Each and every teacher knows the content, how they, but they have to organize. They have to step by step, they have to organize their delivering style, the system, the lesson. Then finally, you come to an evaluation. I mean, that is, you ask some questions. Or it could be an oral or a visual or an activity or a written on. Anything can be given as an evaluation. That you just justify that yourself, right? You satisfy and justify that yourself, that you have given the aims and objectives, what you wanted to teach those things, clear and content in that matter. So that is called the evaluation. Right? It could be a written one, or so you just give the objects in their hands and just ask them to talk about something. Anything can be an evaluation, right? It's not restricted. Okay, so that is what I just want to write. The other Taranga Miss, may you have you got anything, any idea?
For me, I wrote as my aim
Yeah.
to sort
Yeah.
the set of objects in different ways. I wrote this
Yeah.
for foundation stage.
Yeah, yeah.
So my objectives I wrote like to match the objects, to match objects and say why they are same. Sorry, how they are same, and
The shapes. You
yeah,
also take
no,
the shapes.
it's not the shapes. It's just it's like making patterns. The same objects, any like the sorting according to the color or according to the shape like that. So I can match the object,
Okay.
to the match the objects and say how they are same.
Yeah. In what qualities they resemble? No,
Yeah.
that's what you're talking about. Okay.
Yes. So even like in content, like same like Tarni, I feel like I was like, if I say I start the lesson, I thought like I start the lesson as like I'm accidentally drop a box of buttons on the floor, then ask them to sort them according to the colors, or then the shapes in different ways.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the beginning, the content.
Yeah,
that
yeah. From simple to complex, you have to take the lesson. Then the evaluation, how will you do it?
Evaluation, you can give like those except the real life of that, since we have buttons and any other things, like I'll give some pictures, then they can measure accordingly and explain me like what is how you think it's in the same set, and if it is
Same
why it's
set.
not in the same set, like which is the odd one.
That it could be according to the color or the shape or
Yeah.
the size or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Good. Okay. So you have a clear, good idea, I think. That's good. Okay, now let's come to the next one. Right. So Taba in 1962 is of the view that curriculum development is a very complex task. You know that. Since a large number of decisions have to be taken regarding various matters such as general aims of the school, specific objectives that pertain that we were talking about now, the subjects to be taught, the experiences to be provided to pupils, and evaluations. Curriculum development today has become a complex. It is a complex task. And Taba has further pointed out that in whatever form the curriculum is designed, taking decisions on various matters, it should contain the following thing. The first one is setting aims and objectives. That's the same one. Selecting, organizing the content, a pattern of learning and teaching, and the same thing, no? Same thing, but the thing is that the second has come to third and the third has come to second. When you compare this and that, the same, this one, the Taylor's one, it is Taba has developed. So almost, one you should keep in mind that in this one, these typical similar contents, almost all these things are same. Yeah, the concept and the idea behind them are almost same. If you get the clear picture of that, even you can write your own ideas like this. If you get a clear picture of that. Okay. So Taba has clearly shown that the above basic elements are found in any curriculum, and that various curricula differ from each other according to the way of, each of these basic elements is stressed in them, the way they relate to each other, and according to the way decisions have been taken to each of these elements. So that he is pointing out, that Taba is pointing out that for each and every element, I mean, say that the subject matter, it could be the content or the objectives, you give various importance or stress. So when you feel that this one is more important than comparing to another one, so you give some more stress and more importance to that lesson or that particular planning when compared to another one. So that depends on the just give me a minute. I'm getting a call and I just come back. Okay. So this is the matter, right? Right. All the literature that mentioned about the basic elements of a curriculum have accepted the following as the basic elements. Aims and objectives, again, we are coming to the same. Content, that is the subject matter experiences. Then the methodology, that is the organizing, what we were talking about. Then the evaluation, same, different names, right? But the same idea, same matter, right? Methodology, that was the organizing how we. So that's, it is appropriate to conclude that these are the basic elements of curriculum. So if you are asked to write the basic elements and describe them of a curriculum, you can just simply write those four elements, and you can just explain them in your own words. You know that what is an objective, then how you can the subject matter, then how the methodology, what is a methodology, then how you can evaluate that we are talking about. Any type of evaluations can be done. Next, we go to the next. The sources of curriculum. Right. So it was mentioned earlier that decisions on a number of matters pertaining to the basic elements of a curriculum have to be taken with regard to the task of curriculum, that we know that already. Along with these, there arise the additional questions such as how should such decisions to be taken? How and from where should one get guidance in this regard? So these are called the sources. From where you get the sources, the idea, the basic concept of developing a curriculum. So curriculum experts have pointed out that in taking decisions in the curriculum, various people, various subjects and various data can be utilized. The subjects and the data that guide the curriculum formulation can be considered as the sources of curriculum. So the Title 1949 has pointed out that the learners, again, we are coming to the same matter, but in a different, so that learners, subject specialists, the contemporary life pattern, the philosophy, I have given another number to there, the contemporary life pattern, the philosophy and psychology are important sources of decision, deciding the objectives of a curriculum. Tava 1962 has also mentioned that when taking decisions on the basic facts to be included in a curriculum, the learner, the learning process, cultural demands, and the subject content have to be taken into consideration. And that this gives a scientific aspect of the curriculum. So again and again, the same things are being repeated here. So she has further pointed out that it is necessary to view these facts and information through some value system. So 4 areas can be identified as sources of information, basically curriculum. So when you form a curriculum, so you get the sources of information, basically from where you get socio-culture, again, demands that is expected from this curriculum, then the human development, then the nature of learning and the nature of knowledge. So when collecting information from these areas, a variety of philosophical, psychological, and sociological views and ideas, as well as information on various academic subjects are deemed important. Hence, philosophy, psychology, sociology, and various other academic subjects too can be considered as the basis. So when you form a curriculum, you have to go through the sociology, the side of that society. Then the philosophy, the psychological needs, but we have already seen, right? The psychological aspects of the students and everything. So that is the other one. So formulation of curriculum can be obtained from various studies, researchers, books, periodicals, and reports related to this, so that we know that when you form, you can all of a sudden blindfolded, you cannot, we cannot form a curriculum. So we have to gather almost a number of data, right, from various studies, researches, books, and periodicals regarding forming this curriculum. So that is very important. So the particularly among important among the sources of curriculum are pupils engaged. So because everything is focused on human, because he is the one who is going to get engaged in that. So the students, they and the teachers. So that is very important. And the society. Because the society is expecting, waiting outside the school system or the education system, and expecting that what we are going to give to the society. right? The quality of the students, the quality of the studies, the quality of the ethics and the values that are included in the curriculum. So that is very important. So that is called the contemporary life pattern. In the contemporary life, it changes from place to place, from time to time, from region to region. It changes, you know, the contemporary life pattern of the humans. So, but they expect according to their lifestyle, the environment, the culture, and everything. So, curriculum planning. So, curriculum planning means the process of arranging the curriculum so as to effect a proper adjustment among its various components in a manner that it can be implemented easily. That is planning, you know that. So it is clear from the figure extracted above from Lawton's in 1973 book that the curriculum planning in the past has been a simple task, whereas today it has become a complex exercise. Chaba, in her book Curriculum Development Theory and Practice, mentions that in whatever manner a curriculum is drawn up, there are 7 steps which should be. So the 7 steps, these 7 steps are as follows. Again, we are coming to the same matter, the same content, but with different labels. Revealing the needs, drawing up the objectives, selecting the content, organizing the content, selecting the learning experiences, organizing the learning experiences, deciding what is to be. So she has that outstretched those 4 earlier what we have seen that into 7. That's all. She has given some subtitles, so she has given so deeply into this method, right? But you know that you will understand that everything is the same. So several models currently being used for curriculum planning are available now. What Taylor points out in 1940 is that the basic elements mentioned on page 15, that is in this, connected from top to bottom of the curriculum. This is known as Taylor model. We'll see that Taylor's model, and is regarded as the earliest and the simplest model. Taylor has given an idea to develop a curriculum. So that is called the Taylor's model. Then there's Taba. Taba has given an idea, another idea. That is called the Taba's model. Then the Wheeler is there. Wheeler has given another different idea. So that is called, so you can, it is a frame. So we'll just supplement or supply anything to that frame. And even you also can form a curriculum when you understand it clearly. Subsequently, pointing out the shortcomings in that model. Several more suitable but complex models of curricula, Wheeler, Kerr, Skilberg, have been introduced. These curriculum models used in curriculum planning will be present to you in this next lesson. Okay. So this is Taba's model. In planning a curriculum, it is essential to see that the basic elements contained in the curriculum match well and connect together. So Taba has illustrated this in the following figure, which clearly explains the interrelationship and the basic that we have already seen this, I think, but anyhow, we'll just go through this. So this is called the interrelationship of basic elements, right? That is the Taba's model. The objectives are there, but the methods and the organization, then the evaluation, the subject matter. Again, they have bilateral relationships and interlinked relationships. Each and every content of this curriculum system, this model, has a relationship with the other. Okay. So it is seen that the interrelationship between the basic elements of curricula has maintained its balance too. We have just seen this one. Moreover, since a curriculum is constantly changing, it has to be improved constantly, you know that. Roundtree, in his book, Education, Technology, and Curriculum Development, has clearly illustrated the following figure that these improvements affect even aspect of the curriculum and that they take a cyclical form. It is a cycle, right? So this is the Roundtree's model, right? This improvement of the curriculum, he says that is starting, beginning, that is the aims, then learning experience, then evaluation, the improvements, right? From those evaluations, you just get the improvements. So again, you develop the new aim. So it is like this. Okay. So I think with this, we'll stop for the day. And how can I send you this one if you need, because I have underlined everything. If you are unable to get it from the LMS side, I can send you this one. How can I send you? Can this be sent by via email or I don't know?
Yes, sir, because we need this anyhow.
Yeah, because to write an assignment, definitely you should need it, right? And also you can go to the websites regarding these titles when you are asked to write an assignment. So because it is your own work. So you know that I don't have to tell anything. Unlike the school system, we don't teach each and everything A to Z, but you have to search. It's just only way of guiding you and facilitating you for your learning and searching.
So
So
can't
how?
we get through the campus? Either shall we?
Yeah, that is
Get
there, it seems, in the LMS site. So I also went there, went to that site, but I was unable to get it. So I can send this one to you now if you want. I can send. There are now two modules, two sessions we have, and I can send to you. How can I send it to you? That's the question. Can I send it through email or something like that?
Okay, so then shall we drop our emails to you, or what can we do?
Yeah, that is good, no? You can share this here, no, in the chat or something like that, so I can get them
Yes,
down.
I think you can share this with the chat. We can get downloaded from there.
Yeah. Just give a mail, and then I will send it to you because only two are here, 2 and 3. Another one shift now. She has left. We can send them to them. Sometimes I'm unable to because WhatsApp, through WhatsApp. Last time I sent, I think I couldn't send it successfully. That's the thing. I don't know. So that's the best way, no?
Yes, if not, we'll have to get your contact WhatsApp number, and we'll have to send the message to you, and you can say via through. I mean, like from that
So
WhatsApp, we
you
can share this.
right. Shall I give my WhatsApp number to you? We'll try it like that. You just
Okay,
my
sir.
just note down my
Sure, sir.
number. Yeah, that is 075
075
77
77
646
646.
11. That's my number. So you can
Okay, sir.
75 77 646 11. Just drop a message to me, then I can send everything there through that. Or if it is impossible, I'll try to get email address and send those things.
Okay. So,
Okay.
do we have any other session
So
about
we'll wind
this,
up with this. I just
excuse me, sir?
yes.
Yeah, do we have any other session about this lesson, sir? Or with this, we are going to stop all the curricular activities?
No. We have some more topics
All
to
right.
go through. So because I don't know what happened to the system there, because we had some other Tamil medium classes, but now this is only the second class. So their timetable there was, I don't know, they have designed stuff. I thought that you would have had some other topics throughout these days. So somehow we'll try to complete it because there are some more topics to be discussed. And how many assignments to write? Just only one assignment for each subject, or you have no idea?
I think up to now we have completed 4 assignments. No, Miss Taranga, am I correct? I can remember like 4
4
assignments we have.
assignments for each for a single subject.
No,
You say
no, one subject, one assignment,
one
sir.
assignment. Yeah, that's the thing. No,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
there are some I mean, the questions like 1 or 2 questions,
Yes,
but it is like an exam paper. The assignment is like that. It contains.
Yes, we had like 4 questions and one assignment.
That's right. That's right. Yes. So in order to write everything, now we have to go to some extent in order to.
Yes, sir.
So that's the thing. Just a minute. Yeah. So Faris, yeah. Oh, and just number. Okay. Okay. So we'll do like that. I'll send the this one. Just you send a message in WhatsApp, and then I will try to send it. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll wind up with this. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Good night.
Okay, sir. Okay. Good night.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's good.